What up, though? Right back at it with another 2021 Mountain West preview. This time we checking out Colorado State. Let's go.
Last year, Colorado State went 1-3. This year, they returned 9 on offense, 9 on defense. Steve Aduzio didn't have the best start at Colorado State considering the COVID restrictions in 2020. 2021 will be a fresh start for Aduzio with significant time for preparation and the familiarity of the organization. The sky's the limit for Colorado State. Aduzio brings in 3 new offensive staff and 3 new defensive staff. Colorado State will be converting to a run-based offense in 2021. The quarterback is situated after Patrick O'Brien transfers to Nebraska, and last year's Temple transfer, Todd Centillo, gets the starting job. The running backs are stacked deep, and the star tight end, Trey McBride, is back. Expect a totally different look out of the Colorado State offense in 2021. Todd Centillo will start at quarterback, and new offensive coordinator John Budmeyer likes what he sees despite Centillo's numbers in 2020. Centillo shows potential with his legs and can be coached up as a passer. Redshirt freshman Joan O'Brien is also prepared to take the field and has a promising skill set. Big targets like Trey McBride and speedster Dante Wright will need to make big catches on 3rd and long. Aduzio brought in 3 lineman transfers from Boston College in 2020. In 2021, the offensive line is experienced, returning 4 or 5 of them from last year and adding Temple transfer Vincent Picazzi. All 5 linemen have plenty of starts between them and must take their talents to the field. Last year's 124 yards rushing per game should go up about 50 yards per game as Colorado State settles into their new offense. Senior Marcus McElroy is back to lead the way in the backfield. Last year's rotation shows sparks, but Aduzio likes the workhorse style backs, so he brings in Boston College transfer David Bailey. Lots of options behind the decent offensive line. We should see a 1,000-yard rusher somehow in 2021. Stacked in the tight end position, last year's Trey McBride, Cameron Butler, and Brian Politny are back and will be impactful in the rushing and passing game. No lack of talent at wideout with Dante Wright and E.J. Scott. They were intended to be in Mike Bobo's offense, so they should be available when called on. One thing we learned in 2020 was that the defensive line has potential. They recorded 16 sacks and held teams to an average of 124 yards rushing. Other than the 1 win to Hawaii, the other 3 games they lost by plus 10 points. In 2021, they returned 9 and add a new defensive coordinator, Chuck Heater. Last year's formula of only allowing 358 total yards per game did not combine well with the 35 points per game they allowed. The defense must make sense in 2021. All seniors on the defensive line return in 2021 along with some talents on the depth chart. Scott Peachin and Toby McBride will bring pressure from the ends, and Manny Jones will help control the run. This should be one of the best 4-man fronts in the Mountain West. Very misleading is the story of the linebacker unit in 2020. They played really bad in the first 2 games, but a lot better in the last 2 games from a yardage perspective. Many freshmen got starts in 2020, which should add some experience to the depth chart for the linebacker unit. This unit must be most improved in 2021. Allowing 250 passing yards per game will not cut it. Aduzio addressed this situation by bringing in Temple transfer cornerback Lynn Crump. Pressure up front can't be the only method to defend the pass. The secondary must shut down the pass and coverage. A 1-3 season in 2020 is not a good representation of the abilities of this team. In 2021, Aduzio will be able to add some preparation to the scheme of things along with his new staff members. The offense has a chance to change the game in the run-based system. Defense will get a chance to show their true capabilities. They can hit the charts. I expect the total tempo of Colorado State football to slow down on offense and defense. A run-based offense allows the defense to get more rest between series and keep the game tight. The underbet should be live until further notice. Yep, take a look at Colorado State 2021 schedule. They pick up Boise State. They got to play Nevada. They also got San Jose State, Wyoming. Should be an interesting season.